Yo, what is up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video where we have a trainer by the name of Lev Ash, who is rocking Infernape in the Hisui Cup, along with Frostlass and Hisuian Electrode. And Lev Ash told me when he submitted this video that this team got him to veteran rank for the very first time. So these are going to be some veteran rank range battles, I presume. And also said he would appreciate any advice or tips in terms of his gameplay and his decision making. So it's going to be a bit of a shoutcast, and if I notice anything where maybe he could have done something differently, we are going to go over that as well. So far, seems to be in a pretty good spot. Infernape is so glassy, though. It's a little bit tricky, right? Because a wild charge probably nearly one-shots this thing. So this is a bit of a tricky situation. Gonna let it go, which I actually like a lot, because you force the Electrode to debuff itself to get rid of you. And now you can just save your shield, go for the energy ball, loses CMP, which is unfortunate, but doesn't really need to shield this. And it's a wild charge, double resisted. So this will certainly KO from here after the debuffs. And Empoleon's not going to get to two moves here, so Electrode should have this one in the bag. Overfarms there a little bit, but probably knew that he could simply reach it. Anyway, so nicely done in the game 1 win. As we go to game number 2, Infernape into Frostlass. Good lead. Fire Spin's going to deal super effective here. The rough thing with Infernape is it takes it a while to get to its moves, right? So, okay. Opponent comes in with Empoleon. I think this is a fine play. Throw the close combat. Pretty much guarantee you get the shield. That waterfall, though, did a ton of damage to Infernape. Overfarms quite a bit here. Up to double. Wild Charger. Sorry, I don't know why I keep doing that. I just had a big omelet for breakfast. All right, Wild Charge coming through. Frostlass does get a big farm down, which is a little bit scary. I think you have to come in with Infernape here. Oh, tries to catch an Avalanche and makes an absolutely savage catch. It is an Avalanche. That is massive. And Drapion. So this is a little scary, but I think should be fine. To be honest, once you land this Avalanche, you could potentially just let Frostlass go. And now you go for a farm down. Or no, this is the bright play, because that Frostlass is quite low. So these Fire Spins are going to take it out a little bit close there in the end because of the debuff. But really nicely managed in the end game. Infernape into Toxicroak. This is probably not great for Infernape because these counters are going to add up a lot quicker. And recognizing that, swaps into Frostlass is met by Bastiodon, which when I saw this team, I was thinking Bastiodon would be pretty tough to deal with. So let's see how this trainer is able to deal with it. The opponent throws the Stone Edge, which I think makes this a lot more manageable. They undercharge. Yeah, so if you're the opponent there, I think personally you just tank 2 Shadow Balls and farm all the way down. Don't think there's any reason to throw a Stone Edge at Frostlass, because now he's going to be able to Fire Spin down and potentially get these shields back. In comes Gallade. Oh, Charm Gallade. What the heck? Charm Shadow Gallade. Is this possible still? It might be. Gonna tank the Mud Bomb. Interesting. Okay, he lets it go. He lets the Tox go. You get off this, and then it just comes down to whether Infernape can get to a move or not. Oh my. Has to settle for a close combat. Not gonna get to a Blast Burn. Is this enough? Resisted? Not quite. Super close, super close. All right, tough lead. Empoleon's another tough lead. So here, we'll see how this game plays out, but I don't think it's wise personally to swap in your Electrode. Well, you know what? No, now this works out well. Because now you farm all the way down and shield once. Shield twice if necessary. But if you come out of here with double CC and Polion goes bye-bye. Yeah, you just commit to a farm. Oh, that is massive. Does Emp come in? Oh my god. Maybe one fire spin so you don't have to take these debuff moves. Oh, this is game over. Well, that worked out super well. Normally, you don't want to swap in your hard answer to something because theoretically, you swap the Electrode, they take it out, and then the Empoleon just sweeps your line. But the way he played it by getting the shield advantage ended up working really well. So just kind of knowing his team and perhaps has been in these situations before. And also, yeah, like swapping a Frostlass into an Empoleon isn't the best idea either, right? Because your opponent doesn't need to swap out. Okay, once again. Okay. Encountered a Core Breaker in the lead. Swapped in his only answer. Opponent swaps in a Staraptor, so gonna be able to get both shields here most likely. Gets double shields. And I don't think Staraptor is going to be able to get to 2 moves here after this debuff. So this works out pretty well. You've got an energy lead. Oh, man. Bye-bye, Shadow Magnezone. Farewell, sir. And this matchup, a lot of people consider it like really favorable for Bibarel. I actually disagree. I think Frostlass does fine here. Unless it's like the 2 shield scenario. Oh man, is he gonna get there though? Oh, barely hangs on. Frostlass IVs. Coming in clutch. And takes out the Bibs with minimal HP to spare. What a game. This trainer going against the grain of normal strategies. Swapping in your hard answer to things. But then it's allowing him to farm down with the Infernape and the Frostlass, which are just so dangerous with energy. Nice bait from the opponent. Oh my, they swap in their Electrode. What the heck? Gonna counter with Frostlass. I don't think you need to shield this Wild Charge. You can if you want. Oh, Energy Ball, even better. Energy Ball does less, even though it's more energy. It's not as energy efficient, despite the name Energy Ball. Gonna let it go, and then potentially Fire Spin down here. Oh, man. Gets the Fire Spin down. Has shield advantage. It's gonna be nasty. I can't even look. Cover your eyes, everybody. Okay, Gastrodon, so this probably won't one-shot, but it'll do a lot. And now Electro just sweeps. Yeah, just get rid of this. Shields the Body Slam and Energy Ball for the dub. One Thunder Shock away from the Energy Ball. And this will take out like 2 Gastrodons. Probably exaggerating. It probably takes out like... Let me know in the comments, how much does an Energy Ball from H-Tro do to a Gastrodon? I'm going to guess 100... And... Ah, man, that's tough. I'm going to guess 114%. Because Gastrodon is pretty tanky. 114% is my guess. I could be way off. I could be close. Who knows? Gets a shield by throwing the close combat, which I like. You rather not go down 2 shields. Income is Basti. This is kind of tricky. Is he going to reach the next close combat? I'm not sure. Oh my god, they let it go. Well, that's huge. What the heck? Okay, still not in a great spot, though. With Frost up energy. Frost is going to Shadow Ball here right away. One shot. Yikes. What is the play here? Oh, man, this is over unless the opponent, like, messes up somehow. Yeah, surrender. Tough one, tough one. Infernape into Basti. I would assume Basti wins the 2 shield here. Because I don't think... I think the only way Infernape could win the 2s is if you, like, Blast Burn bait. And then throw double CC. Maybe you double... Oh, they swap. Well, that's helpful. Yeah, you almost want to take the Mud Bomb here. Oh, Sludge Bomb? Well, that makes sense for the opponent. Does more raw damage. I think if you're the opponent, though, you want a Mud Bomb. Because now he can farm up more. Oh. I actually think this is like Big Brain. Let him take you out so you can farm. And Bastiodon doesn't farm you down. CC. Oh, God. Okay, this is winnable. The problem is that Basti's still pretty healthy, right? I think that's a mistake from the opponent. I think you force him to wild charge the Lucario if you're the opponent, and then you come in Basti. But now you can shield and Thunder Shock down, and if Lucario only has a pup, should be able to live the pup. Yeah, so I think if you're the opponent, you force him to wild charge your Lucario first, and then you come in Bastiodon, and I think you win that. But definitely a tricky situation for the opponent. And a really nice win to overcome the Bastiodon, which is a tough mon for this team. Mr. Infernape against another Frostlass. Frostlass throws at 7, baits Avalanche. Gonna counter Tox with the Frostlass. Very nice matchup here for Frostlass, since you know you can tank a move pretty comfortably, and Toxicroak cannot take an Avalanche comfortably. After all these Powder Snows, well within Avalanche range. Grabs a shield. And Tox probably should have thrown the Mud Bomb, because now Tox is going to have to go down a shield. But does get a big farm down. And I'm not sure if Infernape wins CMP. If Infernape wins CMP, would have been really nice there to cancel out all that energy that Toxicroak had built up and just throw your move at the Toxicroak. Here's Lucario. Pup here. Trode is debuffed. Oh man, just barely hangs on, and Trode going to get off the wild charge. Bang, get out of here, Lucario. Tox has a move, but Infernape wins CMP, so ends up able to use that move in the end. I think it would have been more useful because Toxicroak wouldn't have gotten off that move before, but it all worked out. It all worked out. Once again, Infernape versus Toxicroak. Swaps the Frost. Looks like you're behind a little bit. Sometimes it seems to take a turn or two on that swap. Sometimes it's like instantaneous. Let's see. Really nice catch by the opponent. That's huge. Gonna go for the Shadow Ball. I think this is the safe play. Oh, wait a sec. No, that was just weird visually. Opponent didn't catch, because an Avalanche would have done more than that. I'm confused. Rise is going crazy. Shields the Avalanche, gonna commit to a full farm. Realizes Frost is gonna get to a move, so throws the Blast Burn. Which, it kind of stinks to expend all that energy. Oh man, this is brutal. Call the Mud Bomb? Okay, really nice shield on the Sludge Bomb. Rise would have lost this game by now, it seems. If I tried to call that. Wild Charge, get shielded, move coming in. Mud Bomb should KO now after the debuff. Oh man. Does Blast Burn one shot? Does Blast Burn one shot from here? It comes down to this. Blast Burn. Oh my god, it does! It does! Oh, it gets the Fire Spin down. Holy cow, Infernape, you monster. Infernape, the great ape, rising up. Oh my gosh, what a win that was. I did not think it would one-shot from there. Maybe that Drifblim had poor IVs. I'm pretty sure my rank 1 Drifblim lives there. Not to boast about having a rank 1 Drifblim, but I feel like a good Drifblim might live that. So opponent throws their Leaf Blade. I don't think they needed to. I think they could have just done one Confusion there to KO the Frost. So a bit fortunate there. Opponent using that energy. This is tricky though, because you can't come in with your Infernape, and you also can't Thundershock down, so you have to Wild Charge it. All right, there's Basti. Oh my god, okay. Yikes. I understand the opponent's thought process. Oh man. Oh man, that's so bad. Infernape. You animal, dude. Literally an animal. It's an ape. Just sweeping the back line. Yeah, for the opponent, I think you're better off. You're definitely better off staying in with Basti against Infernape, not swapping your Bug Steel type into a Fire Spin user. But they were probably thinking about the confusion damage. Terrific matchup here for Frost. This is tricky, right? You don't want to shield the first because they could boost. And I like this play. I like throwing the Avalanche so you don't have to go down a shield here. Oh, it actually grabs a shield. You don't... Okay, wants to keep switch. Makes sense. Oh, boost. Those wing attacks chunking away after the boost. In comes Zone, but you get to a Shadow Ball. This will do a ton of damage if it lands. And no shield. Wow. Maybe you come in with Trode. Yeah. Oh, GG's. I really like coming in with the Trode there because opponent might have been tempted to just Wild Charge. In which case you would double resist it. Now you're in a really comfortable spot. I'm going to shield here. Now Zone is forced to throw energy. Oh, okay. Probably should have just energy balled right away. But these sparks are double resisted, so Zone still can't spark you down, I don't think. Oh, wow. One Fire Spin. GG. Oh, my goodness. Even though if they had the Wild Charge there, I'm pretty sure Trode still wins. The Ape versus the Ice Ghost. Once again. Kind of similar to like the Empoleon matchup, right? The Avalanche or the Shadow Ball is threatening, but your fast moves are really chunking. Takes it out. What's going to come in? Tox gonna aggressively swap Frost. Going for the Shadow Ball. Wow, this is surprising to me. I feel like Lucario is almost always going to shield, but it is the safer play. Gets hit by the Shadow Ball. I think that's a really nice call from the opponent rather than trying to bait. This looks like just a power-up punch, right? Man, from Lucario, it still chunks. Oh my goodness gracious. Comes out with a move. Absolutely massive. Toxicroak has to shield this. And now you should be okay. Oh, man. This probably won't quite KO, but it'll put it really low. Oh, it does KO. What do I know? My 114% guess earlier was probably like miles off with how I'm calling these. We see another Babero Core Breaker. And yet again, swaps the hard answer in immediately, lures out the Frost, draws a shield, and CMP ties. This is like so 5-head. This is so 5-head. Because now what was a terrible matchup for your Infernape, now it kind of puts you in the driver's seat, right? Because you're going to have double CC here. Oh my gosh. Double CC if the Bibs comes in. Maybe like wait just a split second in case they try and catch. Oh man. Bye-bye Babero. Everyone say bye Babero. Was nice knowing ya. Oh my god, dude. That's so crazy. What is like a core breaker lead by swapping in your hard answer ends up being a super comfortable win. That is so crazy. I have never seen a team comp that that does that consistently as we're seeing. Like, that's so crazy. Okay. Avalanche coming through. Gonna lose CMP here. Do you bother shielding? No. Gallade is very awkward for this team. Ah, that's brutal. Loses CMP. It's just a leaf. Oh, it is. Oh, God. Yeah, this doesn't look like it's happening. You know, some games go perfectly as planned, like the last one. Some games, not so much. I don't think there's any win con, right? Blast burn. Desync CMP. I don't think this blast burn will register. So we'll get the farm down. Win con is opponent letting this go. Oh. Refresh the app. I'm guilty of that too sometimes. All right. Good lead. In comes Cress. Was a little bit slow to swap there. Frost is a very solid answer to Cress, but now that Cress has a big head start like this, becomes a little bit less comfortable. Oh, actually gonna bait the Avalanche. This is a bit risky, but I don't hate it. Wow, nice. Gonna double shield immediately. Opponent going for just grass knots. Wow, Avalanche, I don't know if I like this bait. You already got your first bait. Okay, you get the second, but it just seemed a little unnecessary. Or maybe it was, maybe... Oh, wow. Opponent pulling out some tricks. Oh, undercharge? You're shieldless, though. Yeah, no reason to undercharge that, in my opinion. Okay, so it's going to be tricky. Does Crest remove its second move now? Moonblast. Oh, man. Oh, Infernape, dude. It's always hanging on by a thread to take out these Pokemon. What's in back? Frost. Yikes. So do you come in with Trode and then catch? 3, 4, 5. Catches the Avalanche. If you're Frost, you simply undercharge this a little. Mistake. Yeah, for the Frostlass, because his Frostlass didn't have a move, right? Yeah, it had just thrown the Shadow Ball, which got caught. So, definitely a tricky situation for the opponent, right? They might have forgotten if the Frostlass had energy. But if the opponent simply just gets like a nice or a great and then Powder Snow's down, they should be able to tank the first Wild Charge and win the game. Another Empoleon lead. Going to swap in the hard answer. And, oh my god. Opponent doesn't have a great response to H-Trode, so they swap in a Razor Leafer, a Grottle. Defense fell. That's massive. Now this Energy Ball is lethal. If it connects. Gets the shield. Oh, and gets to a Wild Charge. Oh my goodness. And little does the opponent know, they would have been much better off had they simply... Oh, takes the Body Slam. Wow, that's a little risky. I guess would... Oh, okay. 2 Shield Frost. I kind of like it. The Thunder Shocks that you did to the Emp have probably put it within Shadow Ball range by now. Little did the opponent know, if they had just let the Grottle go, I think they were in a really good spot. But obviously, they can't see the team comp. We can. For all they know, there could have been like an Empoleon answer and back, and they needed switch advantage. So sometimes these tricky team comps can definitely mess with your opponent. Avalanche coming through, and Empoleon is approaching Shadow Ball range. So in a pretty good spot here. Can throw after 1. Powder Snow. Throws immediately. Gives the Empoleon a free waterfall, which isn't ideal. But doesn't matter. Still able to Powder Snow down and get the win. Very nicely done. Infernape into Frost once again. In comes Tox. This time is staying in for a while and catches the Mud Bomb on Frost. Savage. Doesn't fall for CMP. Do you bother shielding? No. So is going to give the Tox an opportunity to take switch advantage here if they're willing to invest a shield. But Tox not going to go for switch. Instead, Frost gets the slight farm down. He's going to have to respect this. Oh, man. Most likely an Avalanche coming through. I think the shield makes sense. You're almost out of move. Oh, that might have been CMP, which is beautiful. And you get their last shield. Now you can let it go and just hope your H-Trode can sweep here up a shield. And it's an opposing H-Trode. So you go Energy Balls here. I don't know if 2 is enough. Probably not. But should be fine here, right? You're up a shield. You simply can Energy Ball twice. And then make sure you come out with residual energy here. So I think you shield this one, right? No. This is a little scary now. Oh, God. And you lose CMP. That's brutal. No bubbles. Still KOs. And then doesn't live the powder. That's rough. I think you just shield that Energy Ball simply, right? Could even take a brief look at that one. But don't go back too far. Because you're like one Thunder Shock ahead of their H-Trode, right? So we know they're not going to Wild Charge bait us, most likely. They're going to go for the Energy Ball. So we simply shield this. We're ahead. And so then we're still healthy, and then we can simply double up on Wild Charge. And if we see the Frostlass come in, then we can Wild Charge it, and then we still live the Thunder Shocks to get to a move. So I think that was a winnable one. Just, but definitely a tricky little endgame there. Marcus, the next opponent. Infernape versus Drift. Kind of a weird matchup. Shadow Ball is lethal, Blast Burn's lethal. You get there at the same time. Blast Burn, shielded. Will they respect the Shadow Ball or will they call the Icy Wind? Calls the Icy Wind, very savage. Aggressive swap into Frost. I love this, throwing instantly. Gonna force the second shield already from Drift. Respect the Shadow Ball on your end. And a nice Icy Wind bait from the opponent. In comes the Hippo. But Hippo is not gonna appreciate an Avalanche, even debuffed. This will nearly KO. Oh, man. Hippo barely hangs on to get off a Rock Blast. Or, sorry, Rock Weather Ball. I keep doing that. I did that my last video with Shadow Hippo, so apologies for that. A lot of you guys were letting me know in the comments. Yes, Rock Weather Ball, not Rock Blast. My mistake. Charge move coming in from Tox. Mud Bomb. Get shielded. This should just about KO. And Drift. Not quite going to get to the Icy Wind. I think Drift was actually just reaching the Icy Wind, so one turn difference there before Drift was able to take out Mr. H-Trode. Ignacio. The next opponent. Once again, the Empoleon. Playing it differently this time. Gonna sacrifice the Infernape. The way he had been playing it had been working out super well, so interesting that he's changing it up now. Now this is a little sketchy, right? Because you're behind energy. Grab the shield. So might have to double shield here. No. Oh, crunch! Shield this one. Gonna get to the Shadow Ball. Slight over farm. Very nice awareness. Gives less farm here to the Empoleon. Only one waterfall. I think you take this, right? Yeah, you take the Drill Peck. And if there's like a Driftblumen back, this is easy peasy. Oh, they Hydro Cannon you, even better. Loses CMP, that's rough. Loses CMP. Needs something, either a Gastro or, yep. And just gets to the energy ball. Dude, H-Trode has so much sweep potential in this meta. Such a core breaker for a lot of teams. And a very nice win. Once again, played it differently that time, but it worked out in the end. Frostlass, once again, this might be the last battle. Infernape, gonna correctly shield a Shadow Ball, very nice. Gonna get a shield back here, most likely, on Toxicroak. Then swap in Frost. This is a really comfortable situation right now, because you can safely tank a Mud Bomb and then overfarm a little bit. Oh, Dynamic Punch. That's going to hurt a little bit more, but it's actually going to allow Frost to farm even more. Takes out Tox. In comes Emp. I think you're fine. Yeah. A little bit RPS. He's coming Trode here. Going to wait out the timer a little bit. But yeah, no need to shield this. You just save it for your Infernape here. You're in a good spot. Do you shield here? I could see either making sense. Calls the Avalanche and actually lives it. Oh my god. If the opponent Shadow Ball's there, they probably still lose, but if they forced Trode to Wild Charge their Frost, maybe they still have a chance. All right, now the last battle. Another Empoleon. Gonna try swapping the Frost this time, just changing around the strategies. And actually gonna go for the Avalanche bait. This is a very risky bait. You don't see this bait too often. Going for the Avalanche bait. Successfully baits. Very nice. Now gonna go for the Shadow Ball. Grabs both shields. Empoleon can farm down here, which is a little scary. You have to come in Trode. But we know Trode can tank these Drill Pecks pretty easily. Opponent might have Blind Hydro'd there. Yeah. Oh, God. Infernape gets to take the day off. Take the battle off. Because H-Trode is angry. Like in that short we posted, and he is going to sweep here. So many Empoleon Drifloon cores, myself included. I run that sometimes. And H-Trode going to dip out of here. I forgot about the Frostlass, so Infernape doesn't get to take the battle off. Going to swap in here at the end. Respect the Shadow Ball. And Blast Burn to melt the Frostlass. Bye-bye, Frost. Go back to your Pokeball. And that closes out some really fun battles from Lev Ash. Thanks so much, dude, for the battles. I think you made a lot of really nice plays. You were asking for some coaching tips, so I would say just small things that everybody can work on, like your charge move timing when you're throwing. And there was that one end game where I think had some win cons, but then ended up losing CMP in the Electrode Mirror match. So just kind of caught in between. Either like you take it out, or you like double up. Kind of got caught in between with the CMP tie. But other than that, man, really impressive stuff. Congrats on Veteran for the first time with an entertaining team as well. Spicy Infernape. All that said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below. All comments are appreciated. And that said, thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.